Hey everyone, it's Emily here, and it is time for my July TBR. So I have my pile of books here, and let's get right into it. So today is also the beginning of the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants read-along, hosted by Kayla, Sylvia, Trina, and myself. And so, of course, the first 4 books I'll be reading in June are the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants series. In case you are not familiar with this series, it is a contemporary YA, and it is about these 4 girls who have been best friends their entire lives, but this is the very first summer where they're all kind of going to be going their separate ways, where someone's going to camp, another one is visiting family, another one is traveling, another one is staying at home, and so they end up finding this pair of blue jeans that just happens to fit all of them just perfectly, and so they decide that they're going to share the pants and mail them to each other throughout the summer so that they kind of keep their connection, and this is following all of their stories. So of course it's the first book, The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, and Kayla will be hosting this book today through July 7th. Then we're going to do a watch-along for the first movie, and that's going to be on July 8th. Then I will be hosting the second summer of the Sisterhood, and that is July 8th through the 14th. And can we just say that this edition is adorable? Why can't there be more hardcovers that look like this? Because I would totally buy the crap out of this. Then the third book is Girls in Pants, and this will be hosted by Kayla the 15th through the 21st. And finally, the fourth book, Forever in Blue, hosted by Sylvia, and this will be hosted the 22nd through the 28th, and then on the 29th, we will be doing a watch-along of the second movie, because the second movie kind of combines the last 3 books and makes it like one big movie. And we also are going to be having discussions. I will link the Goodreads group down below in the doobly-doos. We have discussions for each book, and we'll probably be doing some reading sprints on Twitter, and we also all have videos inspired by each of the girls. Like I have Tibby, as they're doing my week, I will have a video about Tibby and things inspired by her. And so I will leave everyone's links in cards and in the doobly-doo and everything, so that way you can participate as well. It's going to be a really, really fun month. It's been years since I've read the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants series, and I am so excited to get into them again. Now it's time for all the other books I'll be reading in July. So another book I want to read is If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Russo. I have heard nothing but good and rave reviews about this book. It is about a transgender girl who is in high school and all about her experiences. It's also written by a woman who is transgender. And this book, I just heard it's fantastic and important and wonderful, and I just knew I had to read this, so this book is going to be my diverse book of the month. And then I also have a second diverse book of the month, and that is The Steep and Thorny Way by Kat Winters. And this is also the pick for my book club for July. And this is a book set in the 1920s, and it is a retelling of Hamlet, which just sounds awesome. Kayla Rain has raved about this book, and it just seems so good, and I'm really, really excited to read it. And I think this is going to be really fascinating because I love me some Shakespeare, and I think retellings of Shakespeare should be done more often. And the fact this is like a 1920s historical, young adult, diverse retelling, like, awesome. And then we have Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. This is a reread for me, and this is the third book in the Throne of Glass series. I'm rereading one book of the Throne of Glass series a month leading up to the release of Empire of Storms. That way I can kind of just have a refresher of everything. And I just wanted to let you guys know, like, I get in the zone when I read Sarah J. Maas books, and I just finished Crown of Midnight at the end of June, and it takes every ounce of self-control for me not to just immediately pick up the next one and, like, drown in the Throne of Glass series, because I just love this series and these characters so much, and I don't know what's wrong with me, but I love it. I'm probably actually going to save this for the BookTube-a-thon, because I read Crown of Midnight in one day, and even though this is a pretty big book, like, I get through these books so fast, and then have a massive hangover afterward. So I'll probably save this for the BookTube-a-thon, and yeah. I will also be reading Blood Games by Chloe Neal, which is one of the Chicagoland Vampires series, because I finished the other book at the end of June, and it was so good. Like, it didn't leave you on a cliffhanger, but it definitely left you in a place where you're like, oh my gosh, this next book is gonna be epic. And so I need to read it, but my library doesn't have it available yet. And so I'm just waiting for my library to have it available, because if you've been watching my videos this year, you know me as Chicagoland Vampires, and I'm addicted. I'm completely addicted, and I need it now. And that is all I have so far. I will be adding more books to my TBR for the Booktubeathon, and once they announce what the challenges will be for the Booktubeathon, I will have a more set TBR for that readathon, and I will have a separate video for that TBR. And I'm super excited, and can I just say I'm super relieved that Booktubeathon is not doing Vita this year, because last year that was crazy. And so I'm like, yes, it's in July, it's gonna be awesome. So there we go, that is my TBR thus far. Oh, I have to do my TBR wine glass. Why do I always forget this, like, every month? I don't know. Anyway, here we go. Ender's Game. So, Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card. This will be my TBR wine glass pick of the month, because I have so many books that I have been sitting on my shelves for months and months, maybe even years, that I haven't read yet. And so apparently I'll be reading Ender's Game. I've had this on my shelf for a while. I've heard it's really good. And yeah, so maybe this looks like another short one, so maybe that'll fit for the Booktubeathon. We'll see. So there you have it. Let me know what you will be reading in July. If you've read any of these books, let me know. If you are participating in the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants Read Along, also use the hashtag PantsAlong. Let me know, because it's going to be a lot of fun. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all later. Bye.